Hi guys. I thought I would share a little bit about how I kind of work out some of my designs. So this morning I had drawn up some designs that I wanted to stitch out, and this is one of them. This is just the start of it. And so you'll notice this is the nested hexagons, and you can see it has these little dots here. So I used those as reference points on this particular design. And I also decided when I was looking at the stencil that I wanted to pull out this shape right here, where it's like the three hexagons come together and then the other ones are reversed. So my thought was I'm going to start over here, and these little ones are going to be my travel areas along the top to do every other one. And then along the bottom, I'll use these as the travel to go up in and stitch this one. But I don't know exactly what I want in these yet. So I started in the middle to just get the idea of what the actual block part itself was going to look like. This is going to be a border design, by the way. So I know I'm going to be working my way across. So I would be able to drop down in here. Before I started anything, I went ahead and stitched this giant outline shape of every one. So that was already there. And then I'm working my way back through. So as I come along here, I was able to drop right into here. And this right here is where those little dots are on the stencil. So as I came in, I stitched across the line, which is there because it's in the stencil. And then I just bounced back and forth using each of those dots. And now when I did that, I ended up in this corner. So I just did the straight line, which again is already marked by the stencil. And then I was right here to go into this one. So I stitched across. Again, I just bounced back and forth. Back and forth. And now this time I end up here. But I need to do this line. So I realized it's okay. I can just come down into here. And I did. I stitched this one, bounced back and forth, and ended up here, which allowed me to stitch here and back where I can go out. But it's at this point that I stopped and kind of, what I had drawn out was just this. But when I got to this point right here and looked at the overall of this, I need more quilting in the center. And I also decided, you know, it seems to me that when I actually see it drawn, it looks very different than when I actually see it stitched. And I can't really make up my mind right yet. So I stopped and walked away from it for a bit. But I think what I'm going to do from this point, because I still want whatever I add to be continuous so that I can do it the whole way around here and still come out at this point to continue on to the next one. So I think, what I'm thinking is that I want to put a frame right here. And I can just sneak around the point, put this frame in here. And it's going to look nice because it will look like it goes behind this shape. And I do need to put something in the center as well, which I think, when I get back to the top here, is going to be a frame also. And then I'm going to fill the center of that with whatever I end up choosing for my traveling fill. So I just thought I would share kind of how I work through these designs and give you a little bit of, you know, background. I don't just always set out and know what I'm going to stitch and have it turn out. So this is a good reason why I think it's always a good idea to, you know, do a lot of doodling on paper. And if you have time, to throw some fabric on, because sometimes the things that you draw out on paper don't necessarily look as good once they're stitched. So I just wanted to share that. Have a good day.